Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sunshine Tarot, and today's reading is going to be on Machine Gun Kelly and his mother. I want to know the relationship between him and his mother because I'm nosy like that. My first question is going to be, how does Machine Gun Kelly currently feel about his mother? Let me pull cards. I kid you not, y'all. This always happens. It was so quiet out here before I turned on this live. Now all of a sudden cars want to come. How does Machine Gun Kelly feel about... Watch somebody text me too. Watch. How does Machine Gun Kelly currently feel about his mother? You know, the Empress card wanted to come out. Ooh. I thought so. Empress card. How does Machine Gun Kelly currently feel about his mother? You know what? Some magic is being done on him. Literally right when I said that, the Queen of Wands came out. Some magic is being done on him. Child, and I don't know if it's Megan. I don't know. But some magic is being done on him, because I honestly feel like this woman, I feel like, and I was going to ask too, like, why did she leave and why did she come back? Because I honestly feel like this woman is using him for money, and he sees that, but he's fine with it. This energy feels like a little boy crying out for his mom, and I honestly feel like he feels like he has nobody. And when his mom came back, it was such a relief. It was such a treasure trove. Like, it really was. Like, he's really happy that his mom is back. And so he's not interested in causing any conflict, any friction. He's just glad she's back. You know what? He's like, you could use me for money. You could keep asking me for money. Even though deep down he knows that she's using him for money. He doesn't care. He's just glad to have his mom back. And when I say I feel like magic is being done on him, it's like he's so complacent. And I honestly feel like if this magic was not being done on him, I don't know who's doing it, okay? I might ask if I don't forget after I say what I'm going to say. But if magic wasn't put on him, I honestly feel like he wouldn't be as complacent. I feel like he would be pissed. But at the same time, he's just glad that his mom is back. And he's willing to spend money on her. He's willing, whenever she asks for money, he's willing to give it to her, because that's what makes her stay. That's crazy. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do I see her being mean towards him? No. She's actually very loving, very supportive. And to be honest with you, is there any deceptive energy when it comes to her energy? No. It's just that I don't necessarily see anything super bad on her end. It's just that she's concerned about money. And I honestly feel like that's why she came back, is because she had no money. Does she hate her child? No. I don't necessarily see that. But I do see money here, a relationship with money. I mean, something has to do with money, like a connection or something. And she was broke, and that's why she came back. You know, Machine Gun Kelly keeps showing up as this Queen of Pentacles. I did a reading on him and Diddy, and he showed up as the Queen of Pentacles, which is fine. He's a Taurus, he's an earth sign, so that makes sense. But there's this Queen of Wands here. He may view his mom as the Queen of Wands. His mom might be a witch, y'all. Or maybe it's Megan. I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna ask. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna ask. But this Ace of Wands came out in the bottom of the deck. Somebody is doing magic. Is Machine Gun Kelly's mom, I don't know what her name is. I don't think none of us do. But is Machine Gun Kelly's mom doing spells on him? Is Machine Gun Kelly's mom doing spells on him? No, but she's manipulating him. She's manipulating him, for sure. This Ace of Pentacles is at the, y'all. This is about money. This is about money. You know what, to me, even though I don't necessarily pick up her being evil, I mean, I do feel like her love is genuine. I'm gonna ask why she left, but I do feel like, you know, she's grown to, she's getting to know her son, and she's, you know, just being introduced to all the things that he has done over the years, you know, all the wealth and all the accolades he's accumulated over the years, and she's genuinely proud of him. She really is. And through her getting to know him and how far he's come in his life, that's what generates the genuine love and appreciation for her son. So I don't necessarily see she hates him. It's just that the reason why she even came back in the first place is because she saw that he was doing well, and she's manipulating him so that he can provide for her financially. Yeah. Ciao. They're both aware that she just wants money, but you know, with him, it feels, it's like, as long as she's here, like, I'm complacent as long as she's here. And you know what, they're both, I mean, complacent in what the hell they're doing, this dynamic they have going on. I don't see anything deep either. I feel like some stuff has still went untalked about between the two. And I see them actually talking about things when they're ready. I don't see strong avoidance, but if they're not going deep and expressing how they feel towards one another, that is a form of avoidance. But I do see them, you know, talking things out in the future. You know, really diving deep and discussing, like, you know, what happened and how I feel about it. But he's just glad that she's here. And so he doesn't want to rock the boat. He doesn't want to make her upset. He's scared. He's scared that she's going to leave again. And so he does things to make her happy just so that she could stay. I feel like Machine Gun Kelly has lost. He doesn't have anyone that's his blood anymore. Like, he's lost all of his genuine blood, like his relatives, except for his daughter. But that doesn't necessarily count, because I'm seeing family, like uncles, sisters, brothers. If he has a brother, I don't fucking know. Dads, uncles, aunties. Like, I'm seeing family members like that. He lost all those people. And I think he lost his dad too. And so he just wants blood around him. Like, that's all that is. And it felt like a relief when his mother came back. It really did. He was so happy. Wait, is that a question? Yeah, it is. How does his mother currently feel about him? That woman asks for money all the time. She does. He gives it to her. I see that very clearly. How does Machine Gun Kelly's mother currently feel? I mean, how does... Wait, shit, what was the question? How does Machine Gun Kelly's mother feel about him currently? Strength card. Okay. See, I told you. This woman is petting this lion in the card. I mean, in the card. And she's his emotional support. You see? In this, everything is fine, and then this person looks sad. This is the card of like depression, you know. To me, it's also the card of death. To me, it's very similar to the death card, the Ten of Swords. I'm not gonna get too deep into that right now because I don't necessarily see death. I do feel like they're both mourning the loss of his father, and I don't think Machine Gun Kelly got over the loss of his father. I both feel like that's what's bonding them together. The loss of his father, and also his emotional turmoil that he goes through on a regular basis, just in general. She's being his emotional support, and she feels like he needs emotional support. She views him as very strong. That's why he's showing up as the lion and she's showing up as the woman that's petting him. Is his mother a Leo or a Libra? I wouldn't be surprised if she is a fire sign. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, but yeah, she thinks he's really sad. You know what? I read that him and his father both suffer from like severe depression, and like that kind of hindered, well, his father's depression hindered him getting like a job and all of that, like keeping a job, and like, you know, really his life would go downhill when he was depressed. But I wonder if depression or mental health issues is like a generational curse or something, you know? Because I don't know, it's just, it's none of my business. And I followed Machine Gun Kelly for like a long time. I used to be a fan of him, so I know that like he has opened up with battling mental health, and mental health issues. And I've always wondered, I'm like, is why can't this dude shake? First of all, I would hate to be him, because constantly having to feel like this dark cloud over your head, this this demon just hovering over your shoulder. You know, you guys seen Death Note? Kind of like a Shinigami, like just having a Shinigami just that's called depression just over your shoulder all the damn time and pop up when you least expect it or when you least want it to pop up. It's like, how do you live? And secondly, it's like, why can't you shake this feeling that you always describe that you have? Like, what's going on, man? And it's like, have you ever considered doing spiritual work or like magic or something to try and, you know, help you, or therapy? Like, what's the problem? It's almost as if you've grown so accustomed to feeling this way. It's like you don't feel normal if you're happy. And I empathize with that. I really do. I really do sympathize and empathize with that, because that's horrible. That really is. And it honestly makes me want to cry, because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to grow accustomed to life being so hard that when something is finally easy, you feel uneasy, and you just await for something tragic to happen. I understand how that feels, and it's so hard. It's so hard to get rid of something like that, and I feel like a lot of us suffer from that mindset and that way of thinking. And so I empathize because I sympathize. It's so hard, but it's almost as if he hasn't tried to do anything. At least try something, or at least do some shadow work and dig deep and like try to figure out, why am I so accustomed to, why am I so self-deprecating? That's what she feels like. She feels like, it feels like a mother's love, honestly. The Empress came out again. You know, she sees that he's so self-sabotaging, and it's the mother in her to attend to her boy. You know? That's what this feels like. She watches him, you know? You know, have your parents ever like just been looking at you, just like, and you catch them looking and they're just looking at you, and it's like, I feel like she does that, you know? I feel like she just looks at him and just thinks to herself like, he's so sabotaging. He sabotages himself a lot. And she has boundaries too. I can respect this woman. She doesn't feel like an overwhelming urge to fix him. She ingratiates herself into his life when he asks her to. She's not overbearing. You know? She offers her advice, but she has boundaries with it. She's not overprotective. She's not. She doesn't include herself into his life if he doesn't ask. And I can respect her for that, because he's grown, and you shouldn't baby a grown man that's in his 30s. And so I do respect her for that. But she sees that, you know, half of the shit he gets himself into, or half of the shit that he's experiencing, he does it to himself. She sees that. And I don't think she's communicated this to him. She's just his support, you know, because that's what he wants. It's almost as if like this is a transaction dynamic going on, even though they're blood. You know what? I do want to ask though, like, is that his actual mother? And like, was Machine Gun Kelly born in like a lab somewhere? Because, you know, I don't know. This is just a very weird dynamic. It's almost as if she is subjected to just being that emotional support when he does actually come to her and ask for it. But she's not overbearing with it. You know? It's like if he keeps the money coming, like she feels obligated to be there for him. And I honestly feel like her services are satisfactory. Because I do feel like she does a good job at you know, helping him emotionally. Interesting read. Very, very interesting read. I kind of like it. I really do. It's really sad. Okay. That's my next question. Why did she leave him? Why did Machine Gun Kelly's mother leave him when he was 9 in the first place? Why did she leave her family behind? Why did she leave her son behind? Like, why? What's the real reason? The Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. Y'all, this is really sad. This is really sad. Okay. Okay. It has something to do with the father. I intuitively picked that up when I was writing these questions. It's the father. It's the father. The father was an alcoholic. I see that very clearly. Okay. Do I see him putting his hands on her? No, I don't. He was just very emotionally abusive, and he had no money. This woman is all about money, like money. And I read that, you know, Machine Gun Kelly did say that she left the family for another dude, and I felt like this dude had money and was less emotionally abusive. His father was broke. His father spiraled. Oh my God. His father wasn't the person that she met, and she got tired of it, y'all. And she left. She got on. And I'm gonna be honest with you. And again, I just want to make this clear. No boy should be left by himself by his mother. That's very, very, very sad. But this woman did what she had to do, and I respect that as well. And I do respect her as a mother, even though this bitch is money hungry. I respect this woman a lot. I do. Because I honestly, to be honest with you, I would have done the same thing. I may have taken my child with me, or if the relationship is that bad to where I have to, like, you know, heal, I would leave my child with someone that I trust. And I would do my own thing. You know, I would make sure that I'm getting better for my child, for my family. I would have left too. I would have. I feel like she's justified in leaving, to say the least. What the hell is that? Who the hell is coughing? Are they okay? But yeah, she's justified in leaving. I would have left too. I don't blame her. And she wasn't happy. I feel like I do feel like Machine Gun Kelly is like his dad. He's just like his dad. Him and his dad self-sabotage. They really do. And she sees that in him. Her mother sees that in him. I mean, his mother sees that in him. Didn't I explain to you, like, when she looks at him, she just realizes, like, oh my God, like, You're so much like your father. But I guess you're not as bad, you know? But she sees that him and his father are alike. They self-sabotage like quite a bit, and a part of her does think like maybe something would have been different if I did stick around. But I mean, you can't go back now, sis. And I do feel like she's justified. Yeah. I do feel like Machine Gun Kelly is battling a generational curse. And I do feel like it's the men. It's the men that are cursed. I don't think it affects the women. It's the men. And his if he does have siblings, I feel like he has a brother. I don't think he has a sister. And that's if what I'm saying is true, and that he doesn't have a brother, and that his siblings are just all boys, I feel like that's spiritually significant as well. I feel like that is a purpose of the curse. Like that's an aftermath, that's an effect of the curse. And I feel like it came from his father's side. That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful about who you get pregnant with, to be honest. Like, you gotta wait about two years, maybe a year and a half. If you must get knocked up. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Like, God. And I mean, I don't know if that was I don't think it was common back then, but me personally, it's like if I think about it's got to be stages. If I commit to you, if I marry you, or if I have kids with you, it's like I got to get a reading done. I got to get a reading done. I got to get a compatibility birth chart done. I gotta consult with my ancestors. Like, is it okay? What am I getting myself into? And it's like you can't necessarily escape people's, like, when you give birth to a child, like, it's inevitable. The child is going to carry both your karma and the dad's karma. It's inevitable. But you have to figure out, what am I getting myself into if I decide to have a child with this person? And if it's all right with you, if it passes the vibe check, then go ahead. That's just my way of thinking. Like, we gonna do this shit. We gonna take it to the chapel, and we gonna take it to one of them Orishas, because I'm not playing. Like, I feel so bad. Like, no child should have to go through something like this because the parents were immature and irresponsible in making decisions about who they have children with. I feel so bad for him. I really do. All right, my next question is, I'm sorry, I'll be preaching. I be getting off topic. All right. Did she feel bad about leaving? Did Machine Gun Kelly's mother feel bad about leaving him? Did Machine Gun Kelly's mother feel bad about leaving him? To be honest with you, yes, but she got over it. She planned on coming back. She did. She planned on coming back. I don't get any selfish energy with her. I don't. I mean, I guess one could say that she left him instead of sticking it out. That is selfish, but no, that wasn't her intention. She did plan on coming back when she felt like her life was better. I feel like she was spiraling too, but I feel like she was spiraling because of who she decided to have a child with, you know? And that was very uncomfortable for her. She didn't like feeling unbalanced because of this man that she was with. So she left. And I understand. I get it. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, I get it. Now that I'm reading it and I have a different perspective, I get it. And she intended on coming back when she felt like her life was better and back on track. But she realized, it's like, girl, you sold yourself a dream. You've been telling yourself something. I don't know. She may have had like this vision of her life, and she later figured out it was unrealistic, and that she had to reevaluate her goals and what she wanted for her life. And when she figured out it was too late, she wasted her damn time. That's when she came back to her son. Child. Did she feel bad? Yes. But she got over it eventually. And again, I guess in order to make peace with herself and what she did, she was like, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. And she did. It's crazy because I think she was going to come back sooner than she actually did. Or maybe she did, and he just now decided to tell us like a few years ago, like 2 years ago, maybe 3, during the pandemic. She may have came back earlier than he let on. But I do feel like she intended to come back when he was a teenager, like when he was 18, or when he was in his early 20s. But she got carried away with I don't know what. This is an interesting read. I'm so glad I did this reading. I really am. Because I just feel so, I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, is she really interested in compromising with her son, Machine Gun Kelly? Is Machine Gun Kelly's mother really interested in compromising with him? Like, is she really interested in making amends? Oh, shit, it's in the reverse. To be honest with you, hold on. I don't want to speak too soon because my cards are in reverse. I don't read reversals. To be honest with you, I honestly feel like she doesn't feel like he needs her. And I do feel like he's not clingy either. I do feel like they talk and, he acknowledges her, but, he's too busy working. It's like this feels like work. This 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like he's too busy working. His profession doesn't allow us to spend quality time. And to be honest with you, I feel like she's comfortable with that. Because every time she looks at him, like I said, she gets reminded of his father. And also, the more she talks to him and the more he dumps, the more he, not dumps, I don't want to use that word. The more he talks to her and like, this is how I'm feeling. It's like she's reminded. He's so much like his father. And I feel like Machine Gun Kelly knows that too. I think he's a junior. I think Machine Gun Kelly is a junior, and that's probably why he doesn't call himself Richard, because they changed it now. But on Google, for the longest time, his name used to be Richard Colson Baker, but he calls himself Colson. I honestly feel like he's a junior. Anyways, and so I do feel like he realizes he's like his father, and he don't like his father. So he decided to make his first name his middle name. Even though he has his father's last name, but whatever. She's reminded. And so she gets uncomfortable. And like I said before, they are a little bit avoidant when it comes to this big issue that they're not addressing, when it comes to why she left, how much pain it brought him. And so this avoidance, she rather avoid it. She rather avoid talking about it. And so she's kind of glad that his profession allows him to not be at home all the time, because she's at ease when she doesn't have to look at him and be reminded. And then she's plays with this guilt, with this burning fucking topic. Like, I have to talk about it. Like, it's crazy how it's been so long and I left you. It's like, this big issue that they have that they're not addressing. And every time she looks at him, every time they're in each other's presence, of course, anybody would think like, oh my gosh, she left me, but we're here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird. if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But I'll pull again. My phone is about to fucking die. Let me hurry up. I need to do one more reading, but I don't want to. I don't think I will. All right. Does Machine Gun Kelly's mother really want to like make amends with him? Does she genuinely want to make amends with him? Okay, yeah, the Three of Swords. That makes so much sense. Well, like I said before, she wants money. She wants to be taken care of. She don't want to have to do nothing. She don't want to have to work. And I honestly feel like that's what she's been after her whole entire life. She wants to be a stay-at-home wife. She wants to be a kept wife. She wants to be this trophy wife. She wants to be a woman that's taken care of. She doesn't have to do anything. And I feel like that's what she's been chasing after her whole life. And she has not been getting it. And I honestly feel like Spirit has been stopping her from getting it because of what she did. She left him. And so she came right back. Do I feel like she's interested in compromising? Yes. As long as they don't have to talk about the pressing issues, what happened between them. She just kind of wishes that it didn't exist. Like, this woman isn't healed. She isn't. But she has an incredibly amazing amount of control over her emotions. And I really admire that about her. I really do. I see it. Like, she doesn't project her shit onto other people. She doesn't. She's very good at differentiating between the actual problem and, you know, not creating a problem. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like she's so good at not projecting her shit onto Coulson. She just wants the money. She's so good at keeping things light, friendly, you know, just avoiding shit. Like, she really is. I admire that trait in people. I don't know why. It's so fascinating to me. Is that weird? But she wants to keep avoiding the pressing issue. And she's good, you know? She's fine with compromising. She's fine with being with Coulson. It's just there's still this nagging energy of what happened between them. And it's bothersome. It's uncomfortable for her. All right, now for the good question. Hold on. I want to know, is Megan Fox doing magic on Machine Gun Kelly? Is Megan Fox doing magic? Is Megan Fox doing magic on Machine Gun Kelly? What the fuck? There's two kids. Well, here's the thing. Okay, someone here likes the attention that they get with being with the other. I honestly feel like it's Megan. I feel like Megan likes the attention she gets when she's with Machine Gun Kelly. And the attention that she gets fuels the relationship. That's very weird. I do feel like, you know, Machine Gun Kelly like calling her twin flame and shit. I mean, like calling her his twin flame and shit. I do feel like there is a spiritual connection here when it comes to the two. I don't know if it's twin flame. I don't know. Maybe it might be. And I feel like that's the magic. Whatever the spiritual connection is, that's the magic. But something is being manipulated here. Something is. But I don't know if it's magic. It could be just with words. The notoriety and recognition, the attention that they get with being with each other. I do feel like that is what fuels the relationship further, and it kind of influences the decisions that they make when it comes to each other. Like them breaking up and then getting back with each other. It's like, I feel like the fans, you know, or the attention that they love when they're with each other kind of influences them to get back with each other if they've broken up. Does that make sense? It's like something like that. It's weird. Do I see her actually putting spells on her putting spells on him and no, I don't see that. I don't. Maybe I'm not meant to see it. Okay, maybe I'm being blocked. Whatever. It's cool. But are they gonna have children together? Because I see the sun card here. I do feel like they love each other, and I do feel like there is some sort of spiritual connection in the cosmos that put them together. Okay, or could it be a man-made and manipulated connection, because they could have been together using gematria. They could have been paired together by the higher ups using gematria. There's some sort of connection here. Okay, the Tower card came out, and the connection is either has been manipulated and they've been put together manufacturingly, or the divine has intervened with this connection and there is actually a divine connection. But to be honest with you, the foundation might be a little rocky. That's the thing, because the Tower card came out. Weird. This is some very weird energy that these two have going on. I don't think I'm going to do a love reading on them anytime soon. Hold on. All right. And also Machine Gun Kelly is not a commit type. Not a committed type. Okay? He doesn't want to commit. And I feel like she wants him to commit, but he doesn't want to. And it's not that he doesn't love her. It's just that he's dealing with his own shit. And so he may feel like being committed to a woman is too much work. And that's a problem. That mindset is a problem, and that is a sign that you need to do that you do need to do some healing, that you need to do some shaman work or something. Like you need something. This man need an exorcism for real. Are Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox gonna have a child together? Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox gonna have a child together. You know what? To be honest with you, the Knight of Wands came out. Yes, they will. 4 years. Give it 4 years. Maybe sooner. Yes, they'll have a child. However, yes, they'll have a child. 4 years. 4 years max. You might hear about a child. Alright? But something's here. Something... I want to say she might miscarry. And then she'll try again. Yeah, I'm sticking to that. Or they might get a surrogate. There's something here. There's something weird going on when it comes to a child, okay? And them trying to have a child. Let me rephrase that. There's something weird going on when it comes to the process of them trying to have a child. It's either a surrogate, somebody's being paid to carry a child, or it could be a situation where they release that they're getting pregnant and she's not actually pregnant. She's just waiting, like what Beyonce did. The last interview I believe Beyonce did is when her stomach folded and they said that she was lying about being pregnant. I do feel like there could be a possibility that Solange carried a blue ivy. You know what? I can ask. Is that an appropriate time to ask, like in a Machine Gun Kelly reading? Hold on. Let me get finished on my point. Something's weird is happening when it comes to them trying to have a baby. They might pay a surrogate. She might say that, oh, I'm pregnant, but she's not. They're just waiting for something. And then she might be required to show the bump, and then she got a fake pregnant belly or something. Something's weird is happening here. Or she may miscarry. And after she announces that she's pregnant, and then she's going to be in such a rush to try again. Or she may have already miscarried. And then she may be having fertility issues, honestly. I don't know. But let's see. I want to do a reading on Blue Ivy. But I don't think that's right. I don't think that's appropriate to do a reading on Blue Ivy, because that child didn't do anything to me. And I explained earlier, like I do readings on celebrities because they are just horrible people. But that child didn't do anything to me, so I'm kind of I don't know if I should do a reading on Blue Ivy. I want to. I know that reading is going to do numbers, but I don't know. All right. But I am going to ask. God. Did Solange carry Blue Ivy? Did Solange carry Blue Ivy? Oh. Yes, she did. Solange carried Blue Ivy, y'all. Yep, she did. Will Blue Ivy ever find out that Solange carried her? Will Blue Ivy ever find out that... Nope. And even if she... Wow, this kind of looks like her, too. You see this card? Oh, shit. This kind of looks like her. If I'm not mistaken. If she finds out that Solange carried her, she's not going to believe it. But Solange carried Blue Ivy. She did. All right. Well. Oh, last question. How does Machine Gun Kelly's parents feel about him dating Megan Fox? How does Machine... Oh. Okay. How does Machine Gun Kelly... All right. Well, Megan Fox is the man in the relationship. Megan Fox be calling the shots. Point blank, period. And to be honest with you, I kind of intuitively picked that up as well. I don't think his mom likes her. I don't know whose energy I'm picking up on, because I said parents. This could feel like his dad, honestly. I don't think his dad likes her. He feels like she's not good for him. There's some confusion going on, and I honestly feel like it has something to do with magic. Ain't no fucking way. I asked if the two parties that I'm talking about, Megan and his mom, ain't no way I fucking asked if either of them are doing magic, and the answer came out as no. Somebody is doing magic on somebody, and again, I feel like I'm being blocked from seeing it. That could be why, but it's weird because when I pull energy on his dad is saying somebody is doing fucking magic. And Machine Gun Kelly is not in the right headspace to be in a relationship. That's what he feels like. It's not just about Megan Fox. It's about period. It's like relationships hinder him. That's what his dad feels like. I'm picking up the energy of his dad. Relationships hinder him. He doesn't need one. He don't like her. He don't like her. Why not? Why doesn't Machine Gun Kelly's dad like Megan Fox? Why not? He feels like she is she's toxic. Like, you know those types of girls. People joke about that type of behavior on social media, but like those types of girls, those memes where they say, me watching my boyfriend through the necklace or through the keychain I gifted him for his birthday, and then it's the video of them watching on a video screen, like of them watching their boyfriend driving. You get what I'm saying? It's like shit like that. It's like Megan Fox is that type of girl. And again, it's for money and publicity. Also, Megan Fox is an indoctrinator. Like, she be indoctrinating people into shit. This girl, I do feel like she does have manipulating energy. Megan. I do feel like she has her way with men. All right? And I do feel like she has the ability to manipulate men quite well. And that might just be what it is, manipulation. He feels like she be manipulating his son. I mean, he feels like she be manipulating his son. He doesn't like that. Because he feels like his son's head is not clear. and his son is trying to battle his demons. Meanwhile, this bitch is a demon. Meanwhile, this bitch is one of the demons that he's trying to run away from. As far as, you know, like I said, I feel like he does have commitment issues. And I do feel like his father sees it from my perspective. I do feel like his bloodline has a generational curse. And I feel like one of the generational curses consists of relationship problems. And that's why his father is saying, like, he doesn't need to be in a relationship. He needs to deal with his demons because he needs to stop the curse. I honestly feel like that's why Machine Gun Kelly had a daughter instead of a man. Because Spirit was kind of looking out for him when it came to thank you, Spirit. And that's probably why Megan Fox can't get pregnant by him. It may not even be that she has fertility issues. It might just be him. That's crazy. This couple might honestly be spiritually blocked from having children because Machine Gun Kelly has not dealt with his generational curses, and he needs to. What? Because I honestly figure, I'm not going to be surprised that if they do have a child, it's going to be a fucking boy. And he needs to break the generational cycle before he has any children. But he's not. He's being blocked. He's being hindered. He's not healing. What the fuck? Wow. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to end this reading here, y'all, because I want to go inside. I'm tired of hearing myself talk, also, to be honest with you. Alright. I'll see y'all later. Bye.